Here's a question for you. What do you think is the absolute biggest failure of a vehicle release of all time?
First, you go to just Maserati, right? Like they kind of lead the charge on that. Look, if you guys weren't there, the Pontiac Aztek was.
Oh, God. I know somebody that loves them, a Pontiac Aztek.
By the way, I want to tell you how big of a flop that was. There were times that banks wouldn't finance them.
Why? Tell me.
Because of the depreciation and they couldn't get a resale. Like that was actually a moment in time, probably depended on where you lived. But I know in the Midwest when the Aztek launched, within the first 12 to 18 months at some point, banks cut off financing. Now, I don't know how long that lasted. I was still pretty young, but you couldn't get financing for an Aztek. Now, somebody's got some kind of, they'll say, hey, this is mathematically the biggest flop. Look, man, I think you got to look at brands. I mean, it's hard to say the Dodge Hornet isn't up there.
I was going to say, are we running into that world with the Wagoneer? You describing that case with banks and lending money?
Hey, Wagoneer is pretty bad. I mean,
wow, these have tanked.
They just die.
You got to think Wagoneer came out at what, like $107,000 to $110,000. They sustained it for about 5 minutes.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
And then everybody that bought a Grand Wagoneer, I think it was worth what, 45 to 50 on a trade-in within like minutes.